What happens when a franchise cornerstone looks you in the eye and says he wants to stay, but the front office hasn't picked up the phone all season? That's exactly where we are with Bo Bichette and the Toronto Blue Jays right now. After a heartbreaking Game 7 World Series loss that left the entire Jays nation devastated, Bichette made one thing crystal clear: he wants to be here. But will Ross Atkins and Mark Shapiro actually listen, or are we about to witness one of the biggest front office mistakes in Blue Jays history? Hello, Jays Nation. Welcome to Blue Jays News Today, your go-to spot for the latest Toronto Blue Jays updates. Today we're diving into Bo Bichette's powerful message after that crushing Game 7 loss to the Dodgers, and why keeping him might be the most important decision this organization makes all winter. Are the Blue Jays really going to let their homegrown all-star walk away without a fight? If you want to stay locked in on every Bo Bichette development this offseason, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Let's set the scene. Saturday night, extra innings, Game 7 of the World Series. The Blue Jays fell just short of their first championship in 32 years, losing to the Los Angeles Dodgers in an absolute heartbreaker. In the aftermath, while emotions were still raw in that locker room, Bo Bichette sat down with reporters and delivered a message that should have every Blue Jays executive paying attention. When asked about his future with free agency looming, Bichette didn't hesitate. "Yeah, I already said it. I want to be here," he told the media. He followed up by emphasizing, "I've said I wanted to be here from the beginning. This wasn't some calculated PR response. This was a franchise player telling the world he wants to stay home." Now, here's what makes this situation so critical. Bichette just put together one of the best seasons of his career, slashing .311, .357, .483, with 18 home runs and 94 RBI across 139 games. He missed the final month with a left knee injury, but even with that setback, he finished with 181 hits, just 3 behind Bobby Witt Jr.'s MLB leading total of 184. If Bichette stays healthy for that final month, he's leading baseball in hits for the 3rd time in his career. Think about that for a second. This is elite-level consistency we're talking about. But here's where the story gets even more compelling. Bichette didn't just talk the talk this postseason, he showed up when it mattered most. Coming back from that knee injury for Game 1 of the World Series, he hit .348 with 6 RBI in the 7-game set. And in Game 7, he took Shohei Ohtani deep for a 3-run home run that gave the Jays a 3-0 lead. Sure, that lead didn't hold up, but Bichette proved he's built for October baseball. He's a winner who rises to the moment. How many players can you say that about? What does losing Bo Bichette actually mean for this Blue Jays roster? It means you're losing your most consistent bat, a 2-time All-Star who's finished as high as 11th in American League MVP voting, and a player who's been with this organization since they drafted him in the 2nd round back in 2016. He made his debut in 2019 and has given Toronto 7 years of elite production. That's not just statistics, that's leadership, continuity, and a connection with the fan base that you can't replace with a free agent signing. Let's put this in historical perspective. Remember when the Blue Jays let big names walk because they didn't want to commit long-term? How did that work out? The reality is that finding a shortstop who can hit over 300, drive in close to 100 runs, and perform in the postseason doesn't happen every day. Look around baseball right now. How many teams would kill to have a player like Bichette hitting in the heart of their order? The answer is all of them. Compare Bichette's situation to other franchise cornerstones who publicly stated they wanted to stay with their teams. When those organizations listened and made it happen, they built dynasties. When they didn't, they spent years trying to recover from the mistake. The Blue Jays are at that exact crossroads right now. Do they build around their homegrown star? Or do they watch him sign elsewhere and spend the next decade wondering what could have been? So what happens next? The qualifying offer deadline is Thursday, and teams can offer $22 million and change to their departing free agents. But here's the problem. The Blue Jays didn't make Bichette any kind of offer all season long. Not one. That's not just a negotiating strategy, that's a red flag. Now they're going to have to compete with every other team that sees a 2-time All-Star entering his prime years, who just hit .311 and proved he can perform on the biggest stage. If Ross Atkins and Mark Shapiro don't act fast and act decisively, Bichette could be wearing a different uniform by spring training. And if that happens, this fan base will never forget it. The path forward is obvious. Bring Bo back, build around him, and give Jays Nation the competitive team they deserve. Bichette has made it clear he wants to be part of the solution. The question is whether the front office will match his commitment. Bottom line, Bo Bichette wants to stay in Toronto, and the Blue Jays need to make it happen. Period. This isn't complicated. You have a franchise player who loves this city, produces at an elite level, and just told the world he wants to be here. So what do you think, Jays Nation? Should the front office go all in on bringing Bo back, or are you worried they're going to let him walk? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Smash that like button if you want to see Bichette back in a Blue Jays uniform next season. And make sure you're subscribed with notifications on so you don't miss any breaking news this offseason. Thanks for watching, and let's go Blue Jays!